Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're now talking about rock going back to its country roots. And we want to talk about the band. The band is famously Bob Dylan's backup band. And when they stepped out, they really had some beautiful stuff. And I think one of the songs that you're going to really love is a song called The Wait. Originally known as Bob Dylan's backup band, of course, they were inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame in 1989 and the Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame in 1994. In 2004, Rolling Stone ranked them number 50 on the list of 100 greatest artists of all time. And in 2008, they received the Grammys Lifetime Achievement Award. And again, talking about The Wait, in 2004 was ranked 41st best song of all time in Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time list. So this is The Wait live here. I'm going to try to play this through. And again, I do apologize if they take it down. I have all of this here for you on Canvas, so feel free to come right back to it. But again, I'll try to play it for you, and I hope you love it.
I pulled in the Nazareth. I was feeling about half past dead. I just need to find some place where I can lay my head. Yeah, mister, can you tell me where the man on the bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. Take a load off, baby. Take a load for free. Take a load off, baby. Right on me. Picked up my bag. I went to look.
Very country-esque, right? This is the band live at Big Pink in 1969 up on Cripple Creek.
The band didn't want to have a name. When we went to the record company and they said, what is this band going to be called? And we said, The Band. We don't want any name. It's what everybody called us in the neighborhood of Big Pink. This house, Big Pink, it was like a clubhouse for us. We would go there every day and hang around, play checkers, throw around a football, and then we'd go down and play a little music.
I get over this mountain, you know where I wanna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. Charles, Louisiana, in a fancy car I want to. She told me just to come on by if there's anything she could do. Up on Cripple Creek, and she said me if I swing a leak, and she lands me. I don't have to speak. She defends me across her stream if I ever did see one.
Before their 1968 debut album, the band was better known as Bob Dylan's backup group. Then they went out on their own, and their innovative music made them the first American group to appear on the cover of Time magazine.
Odds were in my favor. I had 'em 5-1. And that neck to win came around the track. Sure enough, we had won. Up on Cripple Creek, and she sent me if I sprang a leak, and she meant me. I don't have to speak. She defends me from her stream if I ever did see one. I picked up.
Now, continuing on, we're looking at Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies. The Stone Ponies were a folk rock trio formed in Los Angeles, consisting of Linda Ronstadt on vocals, Bobby Kimmel on rhythm guitar, and Kenny Edwards on lead guitar. The recordings include the first hit with Different Drum. Now, before I play this, one thing we want to point out is that when she went on tour, she assembled a band that famously consisted of the members of the Eagles. And this is Different Drum very quickly. I'll just play one of these here.
You would not come to the beat of a different drum. Offhand, you tell by the way I
Doesn't that sound very folk rock?
Every time you make eye night, saying you ain't pretty. I'm saying I'm not ready for any place on me. Try and pull the reins in on me.
And hopefully some of you saw on CNN, they just recently had a documentary on Linda. It was really, really powerful. So to continue on, of course, the band that backed up Linda Ronstadt on tour, the Eagles, and they became very famous, didn't they? Formed in Los Angeles in 1971 after they quit the Stone Ponies. The band consists of Glenn Frey, Don Henley, Bernie Leadon, and Randy Meisner. Joe Walsh, guitarist, joined later in 1975. With 5 number one singles, 6 Grammy Awards, 5 American Music Awards, and 6 number one albums, the Eagles were one of the most successful musical acts of the 1970s. At the end of the 20th century, 2 of their albums, their greatest hits, 1971 and 75, their greatest hits, 71 to 75, of course, comprises 9 singles between 72 and 75, plus the album Desperado. All of the singles except Tequila, Sunrise, charted in the top 40. With 5 in the top 10 and One of These Nights and Best of My Love both topping the singles chart. Desperado was probably one of the biggest hits, of course, if not the biggest hit. And to this day, it's a huge anthem for many people, of course.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you a hard one, but I know that you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you hurt you somehow.
And of course, I'm sure many of you have heard it. And again, I do hope that you'll go back to these. I just played just a touch of them, and of course, they probably may have us take these down, so I do apologize if that happened. Here's One of These Nights, another huge hit for them.
One of these nights, one of these crazy old nights, we're gonna find out pretty mama turns on the lights. The full moon is calling, the fever is high, and the wicked wind whispers and moans. You got your demons and you got desires, but I got a few of my own. Someone to be kind to between the dark and the light. Coming right behind you, so I'm gonna find you one of these days.
Okay. And Hotel California were ranked among 20 best-selling albums in the United States, according to the Recording Industry of America. Hotel California is ranked 37th in the Rolling Stone list of 500 greatest albums of all time. I know many of you probably, of course, have heard it, and I'm going to play just a touch of it, and I do apologize if they take it down. Now, the Eagles are also known as one of the world's best-selling bands of all time, having sold more than 150 million records. The Greatest Hits 1971 to 1975 was the best-selling album of the 20th century in the United States. They're the fifth highest-selling music act and the highest-selling American band in U.S. history. The group was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1998. Now, on to Jackson Browne. One of the things I really love to point out about Jackson Browne is that he grew up and attended Sunny Hills High in Fullerton, California. In his teen, he began singing folk songs in local venues such as Ash Grove and the Troubadour Club. And maybe some of you guys have played in the Troubadour as well. I absolutely love that club, one of my favorite places to play. Coming to prominence in the 1970s, Browne has written and recorded songs such as These Days. I'll play just a touch of this here. And the same idea, very country, very folk elements, beautiful stuff.
Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. And all the times I had the chance to. And I had a lover, but it's so hard to risk another these days. Now if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, well, it's just that I've been losing for so long.
And of course, another huge hit, Running on Empty.
Looking out at the road rushing under my wheel, looking back at the years going by like so many summer fields. 65, I was 17, burning up on one. I don't know where I'm running now, I'm just running on empty, running blind, running into the sun, but I'm running behind. Gotta.
Now, he also wrote the Eagles hit Take It Easy with Glenn Frey.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can.
And again, I do apologize if they take these down. Last, we've got Somebody's Baby. And again, I think you'll find really beautiful.
Take But just look at that girl with the lights coming up in her eyes. She's got to be somebody's babe. She must be somebody's babe. All the guys on the corner stand back and let her walk on by. She's got to be somebody's babe. She must be somebody's babe. She's got to be somebody's babe. She's so fine. She's probably somebody's only light on a shiny night. Yeah, she's probably somebody's baby, alright. I heard her talking with her friend when she thought nobody else was around.
In 2004, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Fullerton's own Jackson Browne. Now on to Southern rock and outlaw country. And we'll get into Allman Brothers, and this is the last one we'll cover for tonight. The Allman Brothers, formed in Jacksonville, Florida in 1969 by brothers Duane Allman on slide guitar and lead guitar, and Greg Allman on vocal, keyboard, and songwriter, of course, as well as Dickie Batts. And unfortunately, Greg Allman had just recently passed away. While the rock band's been called the principal architects of Southern rock, they also incorporate elements of blues, jazz, country music. In their live show, group leader Duane Allman unfortunately was killed in a motorcycle accident, and the band completed Eat a Peach in 1972 in his memory. So this is Blue Sky.
Walk along the river, sweet lullaby. You just keep on flowing, and don't worry about where it's going. No, no. Don't fly, Mr. Bluebird, I'm just walking down the road. Early morning sunshine, tell me all I need to know. You're my blue sky, you're my sunny day. Lord, you know it makes me high when you turn your love my way. Turn your love my way, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful guitar work. Ramblin' Man. The song became the Allman Brothers' first and only top 10 single, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. truly, again, beautiful guitar work. That's Dickie Betts there on vocals and guitar. Here is Jessica, one of their, bigger hits, as well as an instrumental. And there we have the Allman Brothers. The band's been awarded 11 gold, 5 platinum albums, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. Rock goes back to its country roots, and we got into Southern rock and outlaw country. Take care, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions.